As most of you know, the finale to Dragon Ball Daima showcased some of the best fights in modern anime these past few years in the span of 20 episodes, and a brand new transformation in the canon timeline, Super Saiyan 4. While the form itself isn't necessarily new, the design and powers that encompass it are still very new and open for discussion. While Goku does say himself that he achieved the form through only training, he was only able to transform into Super Saiyan 4 with the help of Neva, the Namekian, and his magic. So it still leaves some speculation as to what the form is really all about. But now that Daima has come to an end, all that's left with the new Dragon Ball material are the games and the eventual release of the new manga volume. The last Dragon Ball Super manga was released way back in 2024, and while it was phenomenal, it sort of felt like a filler arc inside of a manga. Don't get me wrong, I loved it for what it was, but I felt like it was sort of unnecessary considering all the unanswered questions in the DBS multiverse. Hell, we still don't know Beerus' story and how he eventually became a god of destruction. The Black Frieza dilemma is still hanging around as well, and the eventual revival of all the other universes because of Android 17's wish. Maybe the universes that Zeno destroyed before the main timeline events have come back to declare their vengeance against Zeno, and have found a way to weaken him somehow. Who knows? But enough about the material inside of the manga. Let's talk about the brand new full-time director of it, Toyotaro. Ever since he was young, he has always shared a love for Dragon Ball, even going so far as to make fan mangas and side stories that branch off the original story. Eventually, he gained enough traction as an artist to grab Toriyama's attention, and it was history from there. Toyotaro, before working on Dragon Ball Super, worked on his own manga called Dragon Ball AF, a story that follows Goku and his third son, who not only shares Saiyan genes, but also Kai genes. Goku eventually learns how his son, Zycor, is league stronger than all of them, Divine Ki. Goku learns how to tap into just a little bit of Divine Ki and implement it in his Super Saiyan 4 transformation. From there, Super Saiyan 5 was born. Side note, Goku's main fit in Dragon Ball AF just never really made sense to me. I mean, there's just too many colors going on, it's just like, it's almost hurting my eyes. I guess it looks good when he goes Super Saiyan 5, but even that form looks a little weird when it's drawn by Toyotaro. But anyways, we're here to discuss theories, and no other theory has been crossing my mind quite like this one. Super Saiyan 5 was created by Toyotaro himself. And now that Super Saiyan 4 has been canonized, it can't be helped but theorize that Super Saiyan 5 will make an appearance in the next few volumes of Dragon Ball Super. Let's get into it. Goku's latest transformation in the canonical timeline, True Ultra Instinct, shows Ultra Instinct in its full capacity, able to use his full emotions as well as use it in tandem with other forms. Since the events of Daima happened before Dragon Ball Super, Super Saiyan 4 would be his strongest form before the events of Battle of Gods. While Goku does say himself that Super Saiyan 4 was achieved through training, he again could only reach that level through Neva's help. The problem is, Goku doesn't have any magic powers, and we've seen that magic is definitely harder to master than Ki. Pansy's over 80 years old and all she could do is move a rock a few inches. The strongest magic user is debatable between Moro and Gas at full power. The only reasons their magic is so powerful is because Moro is over 10 million years old and Gas was literally burning his life away to become stronger. So it's unlikely that Goku is going to be using magic anytime soon. Even the Dragon Balls can't grant a wish for that caliber. So then what is the solution to Super Saiyan 4? Goku achieved it through training, but considering that it's 400 times stronger than Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 3 was only 200, this form probably burns more energy than we could even imagine. Super Saiyan 3 was already very costly in energy as it was, but the level above that, yeah, there's no question. So if anything, that's the reason why Goku didn't use Super Saiyan 4 against Beerus. It would simply burn him out too quickly. He was only able to hold the form for long because of Neva's help. This can be one indication to us that magic is far stronger than Ki and has much more potential in the series further. So then what does Super Saiyan 5 have to do with all this? During the Granolah arc, Whis' advice to Goku during his training before the eventual fight with Granolah was to not copy the Ultra Instinct of the Angels and the Grand Priest, but to create his own version of Ultra Instinct. From there, he created Ultra Instinct Saiyan, a form that allowed him to use Ultra Instinct in his base form as well as implement his emotions into it as well. And what is the natural emotion for transforming into a Super Saiyan? Anger. Now that Goku was able to use his Ultra Instinct in base as well, he learned how to implement his powers in each transformation. Though we haven't seen any physical changes in each of the forms once they're amplified by Ultra Instinct, there's one form we have not seen yet. Since the transformation can only be used with either either an absurd amount of power reserved or magic abilities, Ultra Instinct can potentially be a catalyst for Super Saiyan 5. Seeing as though Goku has learned and mastered Divine Ki control by using perfected Super Saiyan Blue, he can potentially achieve a brand new form by mixing Super Saiyan 4 and Ultra Instinct into one. We know that Super Saiyan 4 is the ultimate transformation for all Saiyans. It takes the appearance of the Great Ape and the glow of the Golden Warrior and combines it into one super powerful form that can potentially come at the cost of the user's life if not careful. That also ties into a problem Goku had during the Tournament of Power, which was the overuse of Ultra Instinct and that level of Divine Ki inside of himself. His mortal body couldn't handle it, and it started to decompose under the pressure. Of course, now that that problem has basically been sorted out because Goku mastered the form and can use it at free will, there's nothing to really worry about. But with the powers of Super Saiyan 4 combined with this ability, it can serve as a high-stakes alternative for the story. Goku can choose to use it against a powerful foe, but he must sacrifice a large portion of his life, if not burn his life essence away, similar to how Vegeta did against Buu. This could serve as a proper finale to Super as Goku fights the strongest canonical villain and ends up spending his life in the process. And in the end, he departs with Shenron, like in the end of GT. But I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself here. If anything, Dragon Ball will long outlive me, so I won't be seeing that anytime soon. So this is just a little bit of speculation as to what might lead up to Super Saiyan 5. You can believe what you want, but honestly, the signs are pointing to another season of Dragon Ball Super along with new forms along the way. I honestly hope they change the design a bit because I never really liked the old style of it. I feel like Goku looks best in his orange and blue gi, but seeing a new color scheme for him would definitely be refreshing too. I have faith in Toyotaro. He's working hard for the series. I haven't really seen anything negative from him so far aside from his paneling. It could definitely use some work. But I'm very excited for the future of Dragon Ball, and I certainly do hope that it long outlives me. So thank you guys so much for watching. Just go watch my older videos. More to come, definitely. Have a great day. God bless. I'll see y'all later.